This is class number 15 of the Applied Vastu Free Preliminary course. In today's class, we will focus on Home Vastu. We will understand how to determine the facing of a house, how to identify directions accurately, which paths are considered auspicious for the main door, and where the kitchen, bedrooms, toilets, open spaces should ideally be located according to Vastu Shastra. These principles are important whether you are constructing a new house, purchasing a new house, or already living in an existing house. Since every house is constructed differently, finding a perfectly Vastu compliant house is not always easy. In such cases, Applied Vastu identifies the areas that need remedies without requiring any demolition or major structural changes. To find the accurate directions of your property, you can use our AppliedVastu Compass app available for both Android and iOS devices. After opening the app, select the 16 zones option and calibrate the compass. Then stand inside the property to check how much the north direction is tilted. We have already explained how to use the AppliedVastu Compass app in detail in lesson 4. These concepts are important both for people planning to purchase a new house and for those who already own one. Let us begin with directional accuracy. One of the most important aspects of home vastu is identifying the correct directions. Many people assume that the physical corners of a property automatically represent the northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest directions. However, we have already discussed this concept in lesson 2. Now, let us understand the importance of the main door in home vastu. Classical vastu texts such as Vishwakarma Prakash, Rajvallabh, Mayamatam, Samrangan Sutradhar, and Manushyalaya Chandrika describe specific pathas that are considered auspicious for the main entrance. For example, Jayant and Indra are considered favorable in the east direction, Bitatha and Grihakshat in the south direction, Ushpadant and Bharun in the west direction, and Mukhya, Pallat and Soma in the north direction. Understanding the exact location of the main entrance within these pathas forms an important part of home vastu analysis. In an independent house, the position of the plot entrance gate is also important. Just as the main door of the house plays an important role, the location of the compound gate should also be considered during vastu analysis. However, you need to remember one thing: general vastu contributes only about 20%, while the remaining 80% depends on an individual's Janma Kundli. Applied Vastu does not evaluate these factors in isolation. During practical analysis, we also study the 16 directional zones, the individual's Janma Kundli, and the interaction between Disha and Dasha. This is because the same house may produce excellent results for one person while creating challenges for another. In our Applied Vastu A to Z course, we explain how these principles are applied using actual case studies and property analysis exercises. The placement of rooms inside a house is equally important. According to Vishwakarma Prakash, a kitchen is ideally located in the southeast, south-southeast, or northwest directions. The east, east of, southeast, and west direction may also be considered acceptable under certain circumstances and with appropriate remedies. Now, let us understand where a kitchen should not be placed. According to general Vastu principles, the northeast and southwest directions are considered inauspicious for a kitchen. However, if a house already has a kitchen in either of these directions, Applied Vastu provides remedies that do not require demolition or major structural modifications. Classical texts further mention that bedrooms may be located in the south, south-southeast, southwest, and northwest directions depending on the layout of the property. However, which bedroom is suitable for which family member should be determined based on planetary positions. Since Applied Vastu is a perfect combination of Disha and Dasha, we also analyze the individual's birth chart to provide the most suitable recommendations for the house. Apart from room placement, Home Vastu also considers the distribution of open spaces around the property. Traditionally, more open space is preferred in the north and east directions, while comparatively less open space is recommended in the south and west directions. Unlike flats, an independent house may consist of a ground floor, first floor, or multiple floors. In such cases, the Vastu of the plot itself becomes extremely important. According to traditional principles, the building should generally be shifted towards the south and west portions of the plot, leaving comparatively more open space in the north and east directions. You can check whether the place is auspicious or not using our AppliedVastu software. After uploading the scale drawing, marking the directions and the main entrance, and entering the date of birth, you can analyze the position of every room and determine whether the placements are auspicious or require remedies. Similarly, toilets are traditionally considered suitable in the south-southwest direction or between the west and northwest directions. However, a toilet should never be located in the northeast, Brahmasthan or southwest zones. For toilets located in most other directions, AppliedVastu can provide remedies without requiring any structural modifications. In an independent house, the placement of underground water tanks, borewells, septic tanks, overhead tanks, and staircases is also important. These elements should be placed in their appropriate zones to maintain balance within the property. During a professional analysis, AppliedVastu evaluates all these factors along with the birth chart of the occupants. Most independent houses also contain garages. According to general Vastu principles, a garage should preferably be located in the south or west portions of the property, while a garage in the northeast direction is generally considered inauspicious. The location of a septic tank should always be determined with reference to the entire plot and not merely the house structure. Traditionally, septic tanks are considered suitable in the west of northwest, east of southeast, or south of southwest portions of the plot. However, they should not be located exactly in the northeast or southwest zones. During the construction of a new house, classical Vastu also describe the importance of Shilanyas. Traditionally, a kalash containing specific Vastu related materials such as yellow sapphire, emerald, ruby, and other prescribed items, then traditionally covered with a red cloth and placed within the Brahmasthan before the construction progresses further. This practice has been mentioned in traditional Vastu procedures and forms an important part of house construction rituals. In our AppliedVastu A to Z course, we explain Vastu remedies in detail, including which remedies are applicable for specific positions and zones. We also provide practical demonstrations of how the AppliedVastu software is used to analyze properties and determine the most suitable remedial solutions. As part of the AppliedVastu A to Z course, students also receive lifetime access to the AppliedVastu software, allowing them to perform practical Vastu analysis using the same tools that we use during professional consultations. In the next class, we will learn how to analyze flats and apartments according to flat Vastu principles.